This Pagani Zonda was built for Lewis Hamilton. It has crashed twice, and now it might be impossible to rebuild. If Matt Armstrong takes this on, it could cost millions or fail completely.
This used to be Lewis Hamilton's Pagani Zonda.
Could this be the boldest rebuild he ever attempts? Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, because you're about to see one of the most ambitious automotive stories ever told. This isn't just any Pagani. This is the Zonda 760 LH, the LH literally standing for Lewis Hamilton. When you're a 7-time Formula One world champion, you don't pick a supercar from a showroom. You commission a completely unique creation. Lewis paid $1.4 million for this one-off masterpiece featuring a naturally aspirated 7.3L AMG V12 engine, 760 horsepower under a lightweight carbon fiber hood, a gated manual gearbox, giving a raw analog driving experience in a 760 HP monster. Purple carbon fiber bodywork with a custom interior designed by Lewis himself. Pagani only made this exact configuration once, for one person. That makes it not just rare, but historic. Lewis called it the best-sounding car he ever owned, with the V12 screaming through the open-gate shifter. But he also admitted it was the worst-handling car he ever drove. And as we would see later, that warning was more than just words. In 2015, Lewis was living the dream. Multiple F1 championship winner, celebrity status, and a garage full of hypercars. Among these cars, the Zonda 760 LH stood out, but even champions have accidents. Driving through Monaco, Lewis lost control and collided with a parked car. Photos from the scene show a crumpled carbon fiber nose, shattered panels across the front end, significant suspension damage, likely impact to the monocoque chassis. For most people, crashing a $1.4 million supercar would be a nightmare. For Lewis, embarrassing, but financially manageable. He had it repaired by Pagani, and within months, it was back on the road. And then, the unthinkable. He sold it for $10 million. A car bought for $1.4 million, crashed, repaired, and then flipped for a massive profit. Only a car with this combination of rarity engineering and F1 history could do that. Fast forward to several years later, the Zonda 760 LH, now in the hands of a collector in Wales, enjoying its next chapter, until disaster struck again. Early reports suggest major exterior damage, especially to the front and sides. While thankfully no one was hurt, the car itself was less fortunate. A second crash on a one-off hypercar is more than cosmetic. It raises huge questions about the structure, and it almost certainly means the insurance company will write it off. That's when opportunities like this appear, for rebuilders, restorers, and YouTubers willing to take a risk. So why does it have to be Matt Armstrong? Matt Armstrong has built his reputation on restoring impossible cars. His past projects include Lamborghinis that were written off, McLarens left in pieces, Ferraris that no one dared touch, Marcus Rashford's Mansory Rolls-Royce rebuilt from scrap. He documents every step, showing viewers the complexity, skill, and artistry behind exotic car restoration. But a twice-crashed, one-of-one Pagani built for Lewis Hamilton, this is the next-level challenge. It's bigger, riskier, and more prestigious than anything Matt has done before. And it comes with unmatched content potential for his channel. Pagani uses aerospace-grade carbon fiber with unique weave patterns and finishes. The purple carbon bodywork alone could cost hundreds of thousands to replace. Matching it perfectly is a nightmare, even for a specialist. Also, carbon fiber doesn't bend like metal. It shatters under impact. 2 crashes raise serious concerns. Hidden fractures in the chassis, potential suspension misalignment, complicated engineering inspections. If the monocoque is beyond repair, rebuilding it could be astronomically expensive or even impossible. Again, this Zonda's manual was built specifically for Lewis. If it's damaged, replacement is not an option. It may require custom fabrication by Pagani engineers, adding months of work and tens of thousands of dollars. Finally, every part in a Pagani is handmade. Some components might need to come directly from Italy, and lead times are long. This makes planning and budgeting extremely critical. If this Zonda hits Salvage, initial purchase could range from $300,000 to $800,000 depending on damage. $750,000 to $1.2 million realistic for this level of exotic. $1.5 million, worst case scenario, if structural repair is needed. Then the restoration, carbon fiber panels, gearbox inspection repair, suspension and chassis alignment, interior restoration, paint and detail work, specialist labor. A full restoration could easily reach $500,000 or maybe $1 million plus. Even for Matt, this would be his largest investment in a single project. A fully restored Zonda 760 LH with Lewis Hamilton provenance could fetch $2 to $3 million. Conservative, $4 to $5 million. Realistic, or up to $10 million plus, if marketed to the right collector. The twice-crashed history could actually add value. Collectors love stories, and this car has one of the richest, owned by a world champion, wrecked twice, and potentially reborn by a famous YouTuber. For Matt, the YouTube content is a huge part of the value. A full multi-episode series could generate millions of views, major sponsorship deals, viral media coverage, long-term growth for his channel. In essence, this story alone could pay for a large portion of the rebuild. If I were Matt Armstrong, here's how I'd approach it. 1. Inspect the chassis in detail. Bring in structural engineers. If Monaco is beyond repair, walk away. 2. Confirm parts availability. This is the first real checkpoint. Without parts, nothing else matters. Matt would need to speak directly with Pagani and their approved suppliers. Not assumptions, not promises. Clear confirmation on what components are available, what must be remanufactured, and what simply cannot be replaced. Every panel, every suspension arm, every carbon piece on a Zonda is bespoke. That means long lead times, limited production, and extremely high costs. Quotes must be detailed and in writing. If Pagani can't support the rebuild, the project stops here. 3. Run worst-case financial numbers. This cannot be an optimistic budget. This has to assume the worst. Hidden structural damage. Carbon fiber repairs that go beyond visible cracks. Specialist labor that only a handful of people in the world can do. Costs will be higher than expected. Timelines will be longer than planned. Delays are almost guaranteed. A serious contingency fund isn't optional, it's mandatory. Because with a car like this, surprises are not rare. They are inevitable. 4. Factor in content revenue. This isn't just a rebuild, it's a story. A multi-episode YouTube series on a one-of-one Pagani has real financial value. Millions of views, global attention, long-term channel growth. Sponsorships, brand partnerships, and evergreen content could help offset the massive costs. If executed properly, the project doesn't just consume money, it creates it. If all checks out, this is a project worth doing. So the real question remains, should Matt Armstrong buy Lewis Hamilton's twice-crashed Zonda 760 LH? Yes, if the structure is sound and parts are available, because this is more than a rebuild, it's a resurrection. One-of-one Pagani, owned by an F1 legend, crashed twice, headed for salvage, waiting for the right restorer. If Matt touches this car, the entire automotive world will be watching. Pagani fans, collectors, engineers, and even Lewis Hamilton himself. One mistake wouldn't just damage the car, it could damage Matt's reputation. That pressure alone makes this project mentally demanding, not just financially risky. This isn't about turning wrenches, it's about responsibility. Matt has the skill, he has the audience, he has the ambition. This could be the most legendary restoration of his career, so now it comes down to you. Should Matt take on the most ambitious exotic rebuild ever attempted? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit subscribe, because if Matt gets this car, you won't want to miss a single step. This could become the automotive restoration story of the decade.